Hi, everybody. We're going to talk about peeing the bed at night at 2.5 years old and what to do about it in today's episode. You can find the show notes for this at godiaperfree.com/204. And that will also be the place where you can come over and ask questions if you'd like to when we're done. So I originally posted this in 2018, 4 years ago. And I titled it, "This is How We Got Cooper," who's my third of 5, almost 6 coming soon children, to stop peeing the bed at night at 2.5 years old, because we went back to disposables because he would just pee the bed if he wasn't in a disposable at all. So here are some tricks. And also we're going to talk about what I was doing with my 1-year-old Branson, my 4th child, at night as well. And hopefully this will help illuminate some things just by going back, doing a little throwback, and demonstrating how it was in real time. So I'm going to talk as if I was there at that time of having a 2.5-year-old and a 1-year-old and 2 other children. All right. So how we got Cooper to stop peeing the bed at night at 2.5 years old. Hi, it's time to take a peek into my household today and see what Andrea is doing to potty her 2.5-year-old and 1-year-old at night. As you know, with elimination communication, things change daily. We have ups and downs, ins and outs, ebbs and flows. And in the end, we have a happy baby and a mama and daddy who've done what's right for them regarding using diapers as a backup and not teaching that they're a permanent toilet. Got it, right? But nighttime, you guys, this can throw people majorly off. And in today's show, I'd like to normalize things a bit for you and share what's been happening in our house routine-wise. So how we got our 2.5-year-old out of diapers at night. How many numbers do we have here? 3 in 3 steps. Okay, number 1, we changed his backup. Backup is what you dress them in other than a diaper, or it could be a diaper. For Cooper, my first order of Tiny Up's cloth pull-up covers, which I sell at tinyandies.com, came in about 6 weeks ago. So again, this is 2018. We immediately ditched the nighttime disposable backup diaper we'd previously been using. In July 2017, I had a public admission that I had to buy a package of size 5 diapers because when left without a diaper at night, Cooper would just pee the whole bed. And when wearing a diaper, he wouldn't. So we went back to them for a while. But then I changed to Tiny Ups because I invented a pull-up cloth diaper cover, kind of like a pull-up, but not disposable. So we ditched the disposables. However, we did not just fly blindly. In addition to just changing the nighttime backup to something that more aligned with our environmental and hygiene beliefs, i.e. not using diapers, we, the parents, also made some distinctive changes to our support routine, which leads to number 2. We added a before bedtime story reminder. We've been reading my board book, Night Potty, to him right before lights out. It has given him a wonderful and fun reminder right before he drifts off to sleep to wake to pee and ask for help from Daddy. And yes, I specifically put Daddy because I was really tired of getting up at night. So that's why Night Potty, my board book, has Daddy, and Day Potty, or Tiny Potty, my other board book, has Mommy. That was on purpose. It's been a huge hit, and you can get that at tinyandies.com or godiaperfree.com or Amazon for that matter. So we had that reminder in form of a story of what to do. Wake to pee, don't forget to wake to pee. And then number 3, so change the backup was number 1 to Tiny Ups. Number 2 was reading Night Potty before bed. And then number 3, we've been giving him a nightly dream pee. You guys, I have an episode all about dream pee that I did not have at that time. It's also in my book now. It's episode 94 on my podcast. So go to godiaperfree.com/94 for the full dream pee download, or just listen to it. So next, we began inserting a dream pee somewhere between 10 p.m. and 12 midnight every night like clockwork. When whomever, Mommy or Daddy, has stayed up the latest, gets ready for bed, that person will go upstairs and potty Cooper without waking him up. Here's how we do this. We whisper to him, "Let's go pee-pee," and rouse him only enough to get his bottoms off and pick him up out of bed. We used a toddler bed that was shaped like Lightning McQueen's car. We don't turn on any lights. There is a dim LED nightlight in the room already. And we set him on the mini potty next to his bed. And that mini potty is available at tinyandies.com. It's very short. And it has a little circular for warmth and any splashes. So you put his feet on it. So he lays his head onto our knees and we cue psst or go pee-pee, and we listen for the sound of pee hitting the potty. There's no water in the potty. So you have to listen. We also use white noise, so it can be complicated. Sometimes I would stick my hand in to see if he peed. Yeah, we do that sometimes. We will gently ask. So we put him on it, laid his head on our knees, said the cubes. Then we gently ask, all done? Or he will sit up and he'll say, done. And we will lay him back in his bed and pull his tiny ups and his PJ bottoms back up. No diaper change necessary. Covers on, kiss on cheek, and immediately out of the room. No talking, no conversations, nothing. We do not want him to wake up. We use white noise, so it's on all the time in the background. So the results are in. The results of all this work, we've had 2 accidents at night over the past 6 weeks of our new routine. Those 2 accidents happened when we forgot to do the dream pee when we went to bed. Our plan to continue forward will be just to keep doing what we've been doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And you guys have got to remember this about EC. Over the years, I'm like, this is the biggest thing. You always are looking for, what do I do next? But if it's working, then it's great. Just leave it be. But we will also adjust if and when needed. My best guess is probably by 3 years old, we'll stop the dream pee and the tiny ups. And actually, the fact of the matter is, you guys, we stopped using the tiny ups very soon thereafter and just had him wear pants only at night. And the dream pee did stop by 3 years old. I also want to share that this was the icing on the cake we'd already figuratively baked. We didn't only do these few things out of nowhere. Nope. We added all the above to what we'd already done in the past, which will be mentioned in my overall tips for nighttime dryness post, which is, you can look on my blog and search nighttime and see that too. This includes a final pee before bed, limiting fluids before bedtime, ensuring the bed is adequately protected, in other words, double making the bed, and a morning pee right when he wakes up. Okay, so those 4 things, plus changing the backup, doing the dream pee, and the late night, the book reminder right before bed. How ditching daytime diapers has affected our 1-year-old's nighttime dryness. So this skips to the 1-year-old Branson. Oh my gosh, he's so cute in the picture in the book, in the blog post. So cute, such a cute baby. I'm partial. We took Branson out of daytime diapers when he turned 12 months old, 6 weeks ago. I remember doing that and not feeling like I was ready, but he did great. We currently use tiny ups, solo, nothing underneath them, during the day, and disposable diapers during naps, long outings, and at night. Just a few days after we changed his daytime backup and began teaching self-dressing with every potty-tunity, Branson began to wake up dry at night. He had been refusing nighttime potty-tunities for the past 4 months, so I just haven't been offering. He'd wake up wet, I'd change him and nurse back to sleep about twice a night. However, when he began to wake up dry, I found that I now had 2 choices. Number 1, I can try to potty him, or number 2, I can let him be and put him back to sleep dry. You guys had that dilemma? Wake up dry, what do? You can try to potty, or you can let him be and put him back to sleep dry. I found that these days, newsflash, he will pee in the top hat potty while nursing. You hold him like this, you have the potty below it. I can get him back to sleep at the first wake up around 1 a.m. every night, so that's progress. I've also found that he will allow me to put him back to sleep dry without issue. So I've also done that on occasion. So I guess for us, it doesn't matter if I potty or put him back to sleep. So long as he's dry, it's good for both of us. If he's wet, I change him. So you guys who are experiencing nighttime resistance, if they're wet, change them. If they're dry, you can offer or put them back to sleep. Simple enough. The second thing to note is that since we ditched daytime diapers at 12 months old, he is now waking up dry in the morning and staying dry for several minutes. This is around 6 a.m. when he wakes up to start his day. On the way down the stairs from his room, he signals to me the whole walk, psst, and blows raspberries, which is like this, which is a prompt the babysitter has organically been doing with him. And then when I set him on the toilet with the WePod reducer on it, they don't make it anymore, so I now use the Gincy reducers. I busy myself with his clothes and the mirror and turn my back to give him privacy. And he pees a nice long one. And I've told you that. Just avert your attention to something else. Sometimes he's dry, sometimes he's wet, but I always offer in the morning. Then he sits on his stool and I help him self-dress, putting on his tiny ups and pants together for his daytime backup. So it looks like daytime progress does influence nighttime patterns in my 1-year-old's case. And that is it for today's update. 2 children under 3 years old. Of my 4 under 7 years old, and then you guys, I had 5 under 8. After that, I'm about to have 6 under 12. Both with dramatic changes in night dryness behavior, both because of parental support, i.e. elimination communication, which is where we support our babies until they can do it themselves. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please make a comment over there at godiaperfree.com/204 with how nighttime pottying is currently working or not for you. And I really look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks so much for listening.